You're listening to the audio production of Believe for It, Passing on Faith to the Next Generation by CeCe Winans with Susan Gosselin. Published by K-Love Books, an imprint of EMF Publishing, LLC. This book is read by the author. Dedication. I dedicate this book to my mom, Dolores Winans. Thank you for being a perfect pattern to model my life after. Your beauty and grace intensifies with each passing day. Introduction. I was the 8th child born in my family, but I was the first Winans. Though my heritage is rich and faith-filled, my family tree isn't picture perfect. My father, David, was conceived out of wedlock and raised by a single mother, Laura Glenn. Since his father, Carvin Winans, wasn't in the picture when he was growing up, my father went by the surname Glenn. So when my 7 older brothers, David, Ronald, Marvin, Carvin, Michael, Daniel, and Benjamin, BB, came along, they were born Glenns. My great-grandfather, Isaiah Winans, came from Mississippi. He was a bishop in the Church of God in Christ and founded Zion Congregational Church of God in Christ in Detroit, Michigan. A short time before I was born, my great-grandfather approached my dad and requested that he take the name Winans. Even though my dad's father hadn't been present during much of his life, my dad consented to his grandfather's wishes out of respect. And that's how I earned the bragging rights of being the first child of my family to be born a Winans. I have always appreciated my rich Christian heritage. I think that's why I'm passionate about influencing the next generation. We have all been influenced by those who came before us. Along with faith, music played a big role in my upbringing. I suppose it's fitting that music is what brought my dad and mom together. They met in 1950 as members of the Lemon Gospel Chorus, a citywide gospel choir led by gospel great Louise Lemon. Dad and Mom married in 1953 at the tender ages of 19 and 17. Music was a part of their home even before my oldest brother was born the following year. Mom played the piano, Dad played the saxophone, and both had impressive singing voices. Later in their lives, they would record several albums together. Before children came along, both had traveled half the country in a handful of musical groups, so I suppose it's no surprise their children followed in their footsteps. A large family wasn't part of my parents' plan. Mom used to tell us, I only planned to have 2 children, a boy and a girl. It's just that girl was slow in coming. Clearly, God had different ideas. In 1964, I was born, Priscilla Marie Winans. Priscilla was the beautiful baby girl name my mom had been saving up in her heart through all those years of having sons. Sometime early in my childhood, CeCe became my nickname. By 1972, God had blessed my parents with 2 more daughters, Angelique, Angie, and Deborah, Debbie, completing the Winans family. I remember 2 major things about my childhood. The first is that our home was always filled with music. Gospel music played throughout our house morning and night. Most of my siblings played the piano and wrote songs, or at least they thought they could. So someone was always either playing the piano, writing a song, or rehearsing for a program. It seems we were singing before we learned to talk. The second thing I remember is the faith that surrounded me. It was as strong and consistent as the air I breathed. My parents' commitment
Sample complete. Ready to continue?